Hello, this is Mr. Chong. I'm going to show you how to do completing square today. Completing square, everyone find it very hard to remember, so I'm going to try to make something easy for you to remember. To do completing square, we want to find is the toilet paper, not toilet paper, sorry, the turning point form. The turning point form, okay? The turning point form, okay, you can remember as TP, which is toilet paper, okay? That's why I call it toilet paper. Which will look like the things in the bottom, okay, a bracket square plus a number at the back. Alright, so this is what TP looks like, the turning point form. Alright, now how do I make the equation on the top here become a turning point form? We have to put something behind the x. Put something behind the x, always put something behind the x because we're talking about toilet paper. And behind the x, we gotta put something, okay? Put something behind the x and then we use toilet paper to wipe it. Alright, so now this is the thing that I'm going to put behind the x. Okay, behind the x I'm going to put two fractions. This is normally the teacher will say. Okay, so I'm going to put two fractions. Inside the fraction we got to fill in some number, and outside the fraction we have to put a minus with a plus. Okay, so you can treat it, this minus, I just treat it a little bit. Okay, it looks like a smiley face and a plus in the front. Always a plus first and then minus. Okay, and now what we have to do, okay, for people to remember it, I try to draw a picture. Okay, this face you don't need to draw it, but the fraction you need to write it. Okay, so it's kind of like x poop. Okay, got something in the bottom, and now we fill in this fraction. Fill in this fraction. Okay, we need to know what is underneath it, what is on top of this fraction first of all. First of all, we have to fill in a lot of 2. This is a sleepy face. Okay, he's sleeping, so a lot of 2 around it. And now the number on the top, I change it back to black because this number is the same as the number in front of x, so which is 2. Okay, and now the last thing is, okay, people tend to cut the poop in half. Okay, because I want two things, is the number outside, which is the number outside this part, and the bracket square is from this part here. What I have to do is just pick three things out from this equation. 1, 2, 3. Now the last thing, make sure it's inside the bracket, no square, to put inside my turning point form. So I will ending up with x plus 1. This plus, make sure if it's minus, I put minus. So in this case it's a plus, and then I put a 1 here. The last bit here, even easier. What I have is a negative 1 square plus 6, which will give me a positive 5. And this is the turning point. The turning point is negative 1, 5. And people will say, why you change 1 to negative 1? Remember, in this way, whenever you got a bracket, you change the things opposite inside the bracket. So positive 1, you change it to negative 1. Okay, and hopefully you remember these. Okay, this poop, and that's another reason why I use brown. Okay, remember what we're doing is toilet paper with poop and the eggs. Thank you very much.